of an inch thick. The cedar planks go directly down to the top of the keel seam. And on any time I've rebuilt a boat, the centerboard boxes have that design. That's the first place I start to leak, right there, because there's no really good way to fasten it, because the cedar, it will hold a fastener but not for long. So we'll fill. We'll use the 3/8 side right there, but we'll have a bed log. This will be a piece of oak, 1x4, rabbeted down an inch, and the plywood will get back fastened to the bed log, and the bed log will get bolted after it gets scribed. We'll make the bed logs heavy, and then it's got to be scribed to the hull, fit.
Are those the ends of the...
That's the bottom. It's the bottom of the box. That's the end. Yeah.
Okay.
So once we, and then we'll fasten the plywood to the bed logs. This is after we have the bed logs and the vise, and we book match them. That way we know that it sits on the keel right, port and starboard.
Yep.
And we'll have the ledges forward and aft, 1 inch out, that are going to go through this portion of the keel. Not the butt, because the bottom of the boat sits on top of the keel. It covers the keel. So our posts will only come down flush with the bottom of the keel seam. And we're gonna want to put the centerboard box in before we put the bottom of the boat. When we put the keel in, have the centerboard box already attached. So we've got to start figuring out how we're gonna notch these stations, station 2 and 3.
Stations.
Okay, we should give ourselves enough room for the bed log and then for the box itself.
This is where it goes through.
From here to there, and it comes out to about here.
Yeah, the bed log on the inside.
On the other side.
Right. And we'll get some bronze carriage bolts and bolt that in. Fin necks would be ideal, but we're not on a fin neck. Fin necks are just outrageously expensive. Unless I might be able to get some investor really cheap. But since we're using the plywood sides, the cap, we can't screw a cap into that plywood. It's not going to hold.
Yeah.
So we glue a cleat onto the top of the box.
Running the length of it.
Right.
Yep.
The whole idea is to make the box, we make the 2 sides. We can put the ledges to one side. The box is going to be laying down like this. So the insides of the box, after it's all made, you're going to give a couple, probably 3 coats of epoxy, and then a couple coats of bottom paint. But we don't put anything on the ledges, because that's a bearing surface that we have to make. And then we just put the whole thing up, and on the end to the ledges, this is going to overlap. The ledge is going to be inside the post, and we through bolt that at the ends.
Okay.
And that box will it'll outlast.
Where's the pivot?
It'll outlast you guys.
Where's the pivot point about? For the
Well, it's not shown on here, but eventually the pivot
down to the bottom or up higher? Or?
It's up. The pivot point. That's why this came up. The pivot point's going to go through the oak. So I'm glad you asked that, because with a centerboard bolt goes through, normally you run it through bolt side to side and a piece of leather and you tighten it up. That's great, except it leaks like a son of a bitch.